This movie was so terrible. Somehow managed to be worse than the second movie. Um, Not a single one of the characters from the second movie returns. It's just, you know, just a bunch of random teens in this movie. They decide to pull a prank about Ben Willis because apparently he's well known now since this movie takes place almost 10 years after the sequel, which is when Ben Willis officially died. He was presumed dead in the first movie, but now he's officially dead. And then it ends up getting one of their friends killed, so they hide the evidence, blah blah. Then it's just another mystery movie like the first movie to figure out who the fisherman is. But it's literally just Ben Willis again, but he's a zombie. You get to see the makeup for one scene, and one scene only, and then he puts the thing back on. There's a random line about how his hook can hurt him for some reason. I mean, he got killed by a revolver, so I guess it would make sense if they say that a revolver could kill him, but no, it's just his own hook can hurt him for some reason in this movie, but they don't even kill him with his own hook. They throw him in a machine and he gets ground up. The movie ends with him still being alive somehow. I mean, at least they didn't pull the bullshit of someone just getting absolutely brutally murdered and then them somehow returning for the sequel and still being alive, like, you know, Jason and Michael Myers and people like that. He's actually, you know, just a zombie. There's no reason, and there's no reason why he's hunting these kids, because they didn't do anything to him. If anything, this movie should have been him finally getting revenge on Ray, and the other girl whose name I forget. Julie, that's it. And then maybe killing some of their new friends along the way, since it's usually what the first few movies do, is give them new friends. Even the Scream series did that with Sidney getting a new replaceable friend in the sequel that ends up dying during the scene with the cop car. It's just really not a good movie. The dude on the poster didn't even do much for like the longest time. He really wasn't that important of a character. He had one scene during the prank scene where he kind of flirts with this dude's girlfriend because he's a very nice guy. And then later he ends up getting with her after the dude dies. Very cool dude. And he really isn't in most of the movie. They finally question him when one of their friends die halfway in. So he's more of a shoved in, halfway in character. Yet the other dude's not even on the poster that was in most of the movie. And that dude was also in a Final Destination movie that I watched. It was pretty cool. I think it was the second or third one. But yeah, honestly, this movie really wasn't that good. A zombie Ben Willis that is going after these random teens that did absolutely nothing to him because no reason at all, because they don't give one. They do briefly mention the sequel and the island thing, and they briefly mention the first one. I guess it is kind of connected since Ben Willis is still dead, but it really doesn't feel at all like the first movie or even the second movie. Just feels like some random low budget movie, maybe even a bad fan film. Some of the deaths are way more graphic than the previous movies, but that is it. It's not worth it though, because it's a really shitty, boring movie.